touch with the ground. I'm on the hunt, I'm after you. Smell like a sound, I'm lost in a crowd. And I'm hungry like the wolf. Straddle the line, discord and rhyme. I'm on the hunt, I'm after you. Mouth is alive, juice is like wine. And I'm hungry like the wolf. Look what you're doing to me. I'm utterly at your whim. All of my defenses down. Your camera looks through me with its X-ray vision, and all systems run aground. All I can manage to push from my lips is a stream of absurdity. Every word I intended to speak winds up locked in a circuitry. No way to control it, it's totally automatic. Whenever you're around, I'm walking blindfolded, completely automatic. All of my systems are down, 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 down. What is this madness that makes my motor run and my legs too weak to stand? I go from sadness to acceleration like a robot at your command. My hands perspire and shake like a leaf. Up and down goes my temperature. I summon doctors to get some relief, but they tell me there is no cure. They tell me no way to control it, it's totally automatic. Whenever you're around, I'm walking blindfolded, completely automatic. All of my systems are down, 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 down. Look what you're doing to me. I'm utterly at your whim. All of my defenses down. Your camera looks through me with its X-ray vision, and all systems run aground. All I can manage to push from my lips is a stream of absurdity. Every word I intended to speak winds up locked in a circuitry. No way to control it, it's totally automatic. Whenever you're around, I'm walking blindfolded, completely automatic. All of my systems are down, down, down. No way to control it, it's totally automatic. Whenever you're around, I'm walking blindfolded, completely automatic. All of my systems are down, 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 down. No way to control it, it's totally automatic. Whenever you're around, I'm walking blindfolded, completely automatic. All of my systems are down.
You know, you make me feel so good inside. I've always wanted a girl just like you. Wait, won't you, baby? Tenderoni, you've got to be. Spark my need, just sugar fly with me. Don't you know now is the perfect time? We can make it right, leave the city lights. When the night is the love and pain. Let me take it to the max. I want to love you. Pretty
tick-tock, you don't stop, stop to the tick-tock, you don't stop, stop to the tick-tock, you don't stop, stop to the tick-tock, you don't stop, stop to the
Come inside, take off your coat, I'll make you feel at home. Now let's pour a glass of wine, 'cause now we're all alone. I've been waiting all night, so just let me hold you close to me, 'cause I've been dying for you, girl, to make love to me. Girl, you make me feel real good. We can do it till we both wake up. Girl, you know I'm hooked on you, and this is what I'll do. I wanna sex you up all night. I want to. I wanna sex you up. Let me take off all your clothes. Disconnect the phone so nobody knows. Yeah. Let me light a candle so we can make it better. Making love until we drown. Dig. Girl, you know it feels real good. We can do it till we both wake up. Girl, you know I'm hooked on you, and this is what I'll do. Yeah, I wanna sex you up. Make it up until we drown. I wanna sex you up. Just make me feel so good. I just wanna look at you.
'cause I must know the reason why we say goodbye. Wait just a moment and tell me why, 'cause I can show you love that you won't deny. I say wait and show you love like it was before, 'cause I won't let that feeling walk out through the door. I said wait just a moment and try once more, 'cause babe, I need to hold you like I did before. So if you go away, I know that I will follow, 'cause there's a place inside my heart that tells me hold out, hold out, hold out. Oh baby, wait, wait, I never had a chance to love you. Wait, wait, if only all my love could show you. Wait, wait, I never wanna be without you. Wait, wait, no, I never had a chance to love you. Now I only wanna say I love you one more time. So if you go away, I know that I will follow, 'cause there's a place inside my heart that tells me hold out, hold out, hold out. Oh baby, wait, wait, I never had a chance to love you. Wait, wait, if only all love could show you. Wait, wait, I never wanna be without you. Wait, wait, no, I only wanna say I love you. Baby, I beg you. No, I never had a chance to love you. On the floors of Tokyo, down in London town to go. With the record selection and the mirror's reflection, I'm a dancing with myself. When there's no one else inside, in the crowded lonely night. Well, I wait so long for my love vibration, and I'm dancing with myself. Dancing with myself. Dancing with myself. When there's nothing to lose and there's nothing to prove, but I'm dancing with myself. If I looked all over the world, and there's every type of girl, but you're empty, I see to pass me by, leave me dancing with myself. So let's sink another drink, 'cause it'll give me time to think. If I had a chance, I'd as a woman to dance, and I'll be dancing with myself. Dancing with myself. Dancing with myself. another drink, 'cause it'll give me time to think. If I had the chance, I'd ask a woman to dance, and I'll be dancing with myself. Dancing with myself. Dancing with myself. If I had the chance, I'd ask a woman to dance. If I had the chance, I'd ask a woman to dance. If I had the chance, I'd ask a woman to dance. Dancing with myself. 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 It's all over the world, and it's every type of girl. But your empty eyes seem to pass me by, leave me dancing with myself. So let's sing another drink, 'cause it'll give me time to think. If I had the chance, I'd ask a woman to dance, and I'll be dancing with myself. Dancing with myself. Dancing with myself. If I had the chance, I'd ask a woman to dance. If I had the chance, I'd ask a woman to dance. If I had the chance, I'd ask a woman to dancing with myself. It's all wet. I'll sweat. I'll sweat. 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 Dancing with myself. 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 Dancing with myself.
Yet our best trained, best educated, best equipped, best prepared troops refuse to fight. Matter of fact, it's safe to say that they would rather switch than fight.
Drummer, music hitting your heart, cause I know you got soul. Hey, listen if you're missing, y'all. Swinging while I'm singing. Hey, giving what you're getting. Knowing what I know in. While the black band's sweating. In the rhythm I'm rolling. Gotta give us what we want. Gotta that beat. As the rhythm's designed to bounce with calcium that the rhyme designed to fill your mind. Now that you realize the prize arrived, we got to pump the stuff to make it tough. From the heart, it's a start, a work of art to revolutionize, make a change, nothing strange. People, we are the same. No, we're not the same, cause we don't know the game. What we need is awareness. We can't get careless. You say, what is this? My beloved, let's get down to business. Mental self-defense of fitness. Don't rush the show.
You got to go for what you know.
To make everybody see. In order to fight the powers that be. Fight the power. 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 We got to fight the powers that be. Fight the power. 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 We got to fight the powers that be. Elvis was a hero to most, but he Elvis was a hero to most. Elvis was a hero to most, but he never meant to me. Is he straight out racist? The sucker was simple and plain.
Motherfucking in John Wayne.
Cause I'm black and I'm proud. I'm ready, I'm hyped, plus I'm amped. Most of my heroes don't appear in no stamp. Sample look back, you look and find nothing but rednecks for 400 years if you check.
Don't worry, be happy.
Was a #1 jam. Damn if I said you could slap me right here. Get it?
Let's get this party started right.
Right on.
Come on.
What we got to say? Power to the people, no delay. Make everybody see. In order to fight the powers that be. Fight the power. Fight the power. Fight the power. Fight the power. We got to fight the powers that be. What we got to say? Fight the power. What we got to say? Fight the power. Come on. What we got to say? Fight the power. What we got to say? Fight the power. Come on.
What's up, man? Hey, yo, what's going on, yo? I'm sick and tired of 5-0 running up on the block, you know what I'm saying? Yo, Snow, they came around looking for you the other day. Word, bust it.
Informer, you know say that I'm a snowman, I go blame. I like keep on down. Take the man that say that I'm a snowman, stab somewhere down the lane. I like keep on down. Informer, you know say that I'm a snowman, I go blame. I like keep on down. Take the man that say that I'm a snowman, stab somewhere down the lane. I like keep on down. These are them gonna come in and they blow down my door. Rain it can pour through my window, so they put me in the back the car at the station. From that point on, I reached my destination. Where the destination region out of east detention. Where I look down my pants, look up my bottom. So informer, you know say that I'm a snowman, I go blame. I like keep boom boom down. Take the man that say that I'm a snowman, stop somewhere down the lane. I like keep boom boom down. Informer, you know say that I'm a snowman, I go blame. I like keep boom boom down. Take the man that say that I'm a snowman, stop somewhere down the lane. I like keep on down, so because them all they think them have more power. They on the phone, me say they wanna want me for once I use it once and now me call me lover. Love who me calling on the one tell me and me lover in my heart down to my belly. Yes, and I'm a snowman, I feel cool and deadly. It's the one MC Shine and the one that is snow. Together we all have come as a tornado. Informer, you know say that I'm a snowman, I go blame. I like keep boom boom down. Take the man that say that I'm a snowman, stop somewhere down the lane. I like keep boom boom down. Informer, you know say say that I'm a stomach, I go glam. I like it boom boom damn. Take the man that say that I'm a stomach, stop somewhere down the lane. I like it boom boom damn. So listen for me, you better listen for me now. Listen for me, you better listen for me now. Bring me the rubber, the microphone, the rock and steady. You say that I'm a stomach, yeah, the art to cut down, but I'm not in and out the dance. I mean, say where you come from. People them say you come from Jamaica, but me born and raised in the ghetto, no one tell for no. People down people, man, is all a man know. Yeah, my shoes and them tear up and my toes just a show. When me a ballin', all the one you run so informer. You know, say that I'm a slummy, I go glam. I like it boom boom down. Take the man that say that I'm a slummy, stop somewhere down the lane. I like it boom boom down. Informer. You know, say that I'm a slummy, I go glam. I like it boom boom down. Take the man that say that I'm a slummy, stop somewhere down the lane. I like it boom boom down. Come with a nice young lady, intelligent, yes, she juggling Ari. Everywhere me go, me never left for a tally. You say that it's no me, I the rum dance man. Rum it in a dance, in a nation. You never know, say that I'm a stomach, I the boom shaka. Tell me never lay you down flat in a one cardboard box. You say that I'm a stomach, I go reaching at the top. So informer, you know, say that I'm a stomach, I go glam. I like it boom boom down. Take the man that say that I'm a stomach, stop somewhere down the lane. I like it boom boom down. Informer, you know, say that I'm a stomach, I go glam. I like it boom boom down. Take the man that say that I'm a stomach, stop somewhere down the lane. I like it boom boom down. Why would?
Me sitting round coolin' with my dibby girl. Police knock my door, lick up my pal. Rough me up and I can't do a thing. Pick up my line when my telephone ring. Take me to the station, black up my hands. Trail me down cause I'm hanging with the snowman. What I'm gonna do, I'm backed in a trap. Slap me in the face and took all of my gap. They have no clues and they wanna get warmer, but Shan won't turn informer.
Informer, you know, say that I'm a slummy, I go glam. I like it boom boom down. Take the man that say that I'm a slummy, stop somewhere down the lane. I like it boom boom down. Informer, you know, say that I'm a slummy, I go glam. I like it boom boom down. Take the man that say that I'm a slummy, stop somewhere down the lane. I like it boom boom down. Diddly dong, damn boy, ing boy, ing boy, ing boy.
a man, and a man's got to learn to take it. Try to believe, though the going gets rough, that you gotta hang tough to make it. History repeats itself, try and you succeed. Never doubt that you're the one, and you can have your dream. You're the best around. Nothing's gonna ever keep you down. You're the best around. And nothing's gonna ever keep you down. You're the best around. Nothing's gonna ever keep you down. Fight to the end, 'cause your life will depend on the strength that you have.
My first kiss, he immediately just like stuck his whole tongue down my throat.
When I was a kid, I felt really isolated and alone.
I was part of the nerd herd.
I think I was shy when it came to guys.
I didn't know what sex was.
When I was a kid, I humped pillows.
I didn't know where to put the penis.
Dear Diary,
Dear Journal.
September 13.
July 29th.
I've never been attracted to a man in the way that I'm attracted to countless women. Maybe that means something.
When I got my period, my mom threw some maxi pads at me and she was like, here you go, figure it out.
Dear Diary, my body is flat, ugly, and unpubicized. Thanks, Mom. Thanks, Dad. Thanks, God.
To me at that time, that was a deep, dark secret to hide.
Writing the diary, I think it did help in a lot of ways.
I had to learn to not give up, that I was someone that had a lot to give.
I'm sorry, I'm so nervous.
This is a secret journal, so get out before I bitch slap you.
Hello, good human. Good to see you. Hello. Oh my God, it's fantastic to see anyone. So thank you for supporting this show in these very strange times. Welcome to Mortified. Are there people that have not seen a Mortified? Are there newbies? I'm not going to make you do anything weird. Okay, a lot of you. Fantastic. Welcome to the Thunderdome. This is a weird show to explain. So yeah, people know storytelling shows like The Moth. People tell very amazing stories about their lives. This one is a really strange restrictions. Everyone you see tonight are regular human citizens like yourselves, and they're sharing from their actual teen diaries, songs, poetry, all these things they wrote before the age of 19 that they did not know they would share in front of a drunken club, okay? So all this stuff was not meant to be heard by people when it was written, and because of that, know that the content, it's from horny teenagers. I don't know if you remember that time, but there's a lot of angst, and there's a lot of hormones, and the content is lewd. It's sexual, folks, that's what I'm telling you. It's very dirty, boners, menstruation, it's all gonna happen tonight. This is a great show. You have a lot of weird, let me think about it. We got songs, we got poetry, we've got things from like rural areas, we've got like Hebrew erotica. There's all kinds of things going down tonight. It is a fantastic show. So if it's your first one, it is gonna be amazing for you, so thank you. This show has been going on for 15 years in the Bay Area. That's right. And it's in like 9 different cities across the country. There's books, there's shows, there's all kinds of things based upon the premise that at that age, none of us knew what the fuck we were doing. It does not matter if you were the quarterback. It doesn't matter if you were the goth kid. It doesn't matter anything. We all had no idea what we were doing, and we're going to celebrate that. And it's been a hard, weird fucking year, in case none of you noticed. So I think it is great to get with our community and laugh at this stuff. So thank you for helping us to bring this back. Thank you for being here. I will ask, because, right, it's COVID, we got to wear our mask. If you are, laugh a little bit louder, because it's hard to hear it through the masks. You know, these guys are sharing their embarrassing stuff. And that's it. That being said, you know, I produce the show, and every now and then I actually read from my own diaries. And today, I'm going to start this off. I'm going to be the sacrificial lamb. So I'll set the stage for this for you. I was 16. It's 1991. And my friends are starting to get action, and I was not. And I had a crush on like the most popular girl in school, but I had no chance of getting her. My friends are getting busy, I'm not. And so what happens is that I ended up going for the first girl that showed me any attention whatsoever. And it was just like a first like female friend kind of at that age. And things got confused. It was a female, and this is what happens. And so the problem with that is I think, when you're 16 and it's first female and hormones are raging, you're willing to overlook that maybe you have nothing in common and no attraction whatsoever. And that can be problematic. And so this chronicles our torrid 2.5-month relationship. Again, I just really wanted to find love. This was the first opportunity. And it was confusing, So this chronicles the time. Again, you'll hear the tone change, right? At first, I'm like a giddy high school girl, and then I quickly turn into an asshole prick bastard. So let's go on a journey together, shall we? All right, Monday, 9/10/1991. During study hall, me and Missy talked throughout the whole period. We're really good friends now. Good. Monday, 9/18, Yom Kippur. This is like it's a week away, right? I didn't eat until after 5. I think it's a record. Me and Missy talked on the phone for an hour. Missy called at 9 and we talked till 10. We both love Grease 2 and we're scheduled to see it next Saturday. It's weird. I want to spend every second with her, but I don't want to have sex with her or see her naked. And when you're a 16-year-old, that's already a big red flag. Monday, 10/20/91. Oh boy, these are confusing times. I'm so mixed about Missy. I think of her all the time. I don't think she goes out though. I mean, she's never been at the mall or at the movies. Wednesday, 10/21/91. Oh God, Missy is really, I think about her 90% of the time. Things are pretty intense. She talked about me and her going on cruises till we're 70. I love that that's like flirting for 16-year-old. She's coming over Friday. I have to clean up. Friday, 10/25/1991, important day in history. Yes, it's true. I asked Missy out and she said yes. Oh, thanks, guys. Thanks, guys. Well, let's recap. She came home with me on the bus. We walked the dog and wrestled and stuff. My mom came home and made us English muffin pizzas as we watched Heathers. That's like a perfect early 90s date right there. Both of us were lying on one couch hugging. I feel kind of sick. Maybe it's love. Saturday, 10/26/91. This is the next day, by the way. Married life. I went to Missy's and I brought Grease 2, The Outsiders, and some Chicken Littles. We had fun. I tried to kiss her once and it didn't work. I don't know if I kissed her on her cheek or her nose. It was kind of embarrassing, but I just laughed and said I slipped. I can't believe we haven't kissed yet. It's so nice, though, lying down, having her on top of me. Sunday, 10/27/91. Second day anniversary. Before, I was thinking I didn't want to be going out with Missy. Responsibilities and crap, But I know now that I definitely am glad. Thursday, 10/31/91, Halloween. We still haven't fucking kissed yet. There were 3 times when I felt she was going to, or I would, but didn't. If we don't kiss soon, it'll be a big deal. Yeah. Saturday, 11/2/91, important day in history. I French kissed Missy! Yes! Yes! Finally! We watched Nightmare on Elm Street and Saturday Night Live. She hurt her nose, and I went to kiss it, and then after that, I Frenched her. It was only for like 7 or 8 seconds. Our teeth kept crashing. Sunday, 11/3. I feel bad for ignoring Todd last night, but I was horny, so passionate. Missy and I both were. We couldn't separate from each other. Our kisses are so wet, though, it's starting to piss both of us off. Our faces were hurting today, probably from dried saliva. It took a while to get the kissing thing down. Thursday, 11/7/91. Oh, I love Missy. I mean, there are certain things which I hate about her. Her refusal to see Star Wars, Batman, and other cool movies. Her hatred for cheese. Right? You feel me? Red flag. Where were you then? But I just love her. Sometimes when I'm with her, I just want to squeeze her and kiss her hard. It just felt really good to just lie on top of her. Friday, 11/8/91. Oh my God. I just made a green shit. I've never made a green shit before. Monday, 11/8/91. That was a big day. I thought I'd go a day without seeing Missy, but I was wrong. We watched Coming to America. We kissed quite a few times, and I think I'm really good at it now. I've been thinking, though, do I want to go out with this girl for the rest of my high school career? What does career mean? I mean, we have a lot in common, and there's a lot we don't have in common. Why be linked to only one commonality? But I can't break up with her. I'm really glad I'm going out with her. I'm only 16. Chill. Saturday, 11/9/91. I bought the Robin Hood videotape today. That's the Kevin Costner one. That's the most embarrassing line in this journal. I went to Missy's. We kissed a little more often. We kissed once very hard for like a minute or two. I feel like I'm getting worse at kissing. Maybe the rhythm's off. She opens her mouth too wide. That's what the problem is. Thursday, 11/14/91. Hey, I'm worried. I owe so much to so many tape clubs. And so this is a journal entry that over time I need to explain to people. If you're maybe in upper 30s, now if you're in 40s or above, you get this. So if you wanted to build up your cassette or CD collection in the 80s or early 90s, you would join like Columbia House Records or RCA Records. They would have an ad in magazines and comic books, and it would say, you get 12 albums for a penny. And they would literally make you tape a penny to it. Just to show that you're only paying a penny, you would get like 12 albums when you had to buy albums. At the same time, you felt amazing. You didn't realize that in the fine print, you had to buy like 9 more albums at inflated prices over the next few years. But you didn't do it because you were a minor, and they couldn't do anything out to you. And then you would join under other alibis and fake names and have a collection of 36 items. And that's how you built up collections in the day, and nothing happened to you. You're welcome. But now you can get songs for free, and who gives a shit? All right. Wednesday. All for that one line. I had to explain all of that. All right. Wednesday, 11/16/91. I just got off the phone with Missy, and I'm kind of troubled. We kind of had our first fight. Thank you. She was watching the news, and some twin babies died. She just said to hold on while she watched it, and she told me that she's so depressed now. And I was like, so? Do you know how many babies die a day? Do you know what else happens in the world? And then I asked her if she felt sorry for all the guys that died in Nam. This is the part where I told you I was becoming an asshole prick bastard. She was like, you're so insensitive. And I mean, I guess I was kidding, but she said, how can you kid about death? I don't know about her, but I don't take death very seriously, and I don't think anyone should. After all, if she can't take a joke, I'm getting too far, thank you. I'm getting too far ahead of myself. I'm worrying about the relationship. I could never break up with her. Still, I can't believe she was mad at me. She's one of those people who's really hooked on babies, and I'm not. All I said was that the parents shouldn't have gotten upset because they didn't know the baby too long. So Mortified has been going on for 15 years. I have been reading this piece over the 15 years. And I can tell you, 15 years ago when I read it, I didn't feel as much of a dick that I was. I didn't feel that. I have 2 kids now. And now, when I read it, I feel like a shitbag. And so I just want to share that with you. And through this, healing catharsis can happen. Thank you. I said that the parents should have got upset because they didn't know the baby too long. It would have been worse had it been a 16-year-old. I'm probably overdoing it. I'm too sensitive. That's my problem. Oh, well, gots to go. Thursday, 11/17/91. Missy's dog wrecked things in the house. Missy freaked out. She gets angry and she just can't get rid of the anger. I think she needs a psychiatrist. I mean, everyone does. Steven sure does. Ed too, especially David. Everyone but me. Monday, 11/18/91. I'm pissed now. Not pissed, but confused. Every time I'm not with Missy, I think about the problems in our relationship. Why go steady with someone in high school unless you're going to get married to them? I like her, but I know that I don't want to marry her, and I feel trapped. But I could never dump Missy. She'd be crushed, and she doesn't deserve it. I'm so confused. Tuesday, 11/19. I talked to Missy. Well, I really have to rethink dumping her. I know this won't be a permanent relationship. I don't think we'll get married is what I mean. Because we have too many differences. Oh well, nature calls. And that's where this series of journal entries end. And again, this was first girlfriend, right? So it ended what happened 2 weeks later was first breakup. And it was the world's worst breakup. I hadn't done it before, you know, and obviously the excitement of just having a girlfriend wore off and it wasn't right. And so I did the breakup. It was in a car as she was leaving, and it was the worst breakup, right? It was every cliche. I said, it's not you, it's me. I said, I want to be friends. And she was crying, and it was awful. And I seemed in high school, I just had this, like, a lot of people in high school maybe have this, but it was like 2.5 months was like, that was a really long relationship. And, you know, over the years, lots of failed relationships. And as we know, it's difficult, folks. But I will tell you this, and this occurred to me, I think this was about 2 years ago or so, that I am with my current girlfriend, who's working the slides tonight. Thank you, Ari. And we're sitting there, and I just have a revelation. I had just read this the night before, so it's like fresh on the brain. And I'm sitting with her, and I look around, and then it all comes to me in this moment. I'm like, wait a minute, okay. So we are watching Star Wars together, right? And she is wearing a Batman t-shirt. And do you know what we are eating together? We are eating cheese together. So yes, so it all came together in this fantastic moment. It's actually our 4-year anniversary together, so happy anniversary. Thank you, folks. Have a great night.
Give it up for Scott. He's been keeping this going for 15 years, you guys. Fucking awesome. I'm gonna move this back a little because I don't feel like the front row needs to see my business. I mean, you might. I don't know. I don't know you. You guys, I want you to know that Beth has left the building if you were part of that experience. Woo! I think I found her friend. She's fine, I hope. I don't know if she's fine, actually. Yeah, at least I'm not Beth. That's what I walked away with. Hi, you guys. I'm Amber. How are you? Fantastic. I've been doing the show for 15 years, which is mind-blowing since I'm only 30. And it's a really exceptional place to talk about who we once were. There she is. I have been this tall. Well, okay, so I'm wearing heels, but I have been 6'1" since 8th grade. Oh, well, where were you, motherfuckers? Because I can tell you, no one was cheering for me back then. They were pushing me into fountains and calling me Big Bird. True story. So when I was young, I felt, is this too loud? I felt like because I wasn't pretty and because I wasn't fashionable and because I was different for being so tall, that the way to be cool was using a lot of really big words. I was wrong. I was desperately horny and looking to lose my, nothing's changed there. But I was looking to lose my virginity at the time, long gone. And I was so desperate for any kind of male attention, and I didn't get any positive male attention. And so I would go home and from my all-girls Catholic high school, and I would write really great poetry. And I'm gonna share some of my diary entries with you, but hold on. There are poems involved, so just strap on in for the night of your life here. Oh, I feel I've set the bar too high, honestly. Shouldn't be clapping at this point. I was delusional, I was overdramatic, and it didn't make me cool at all. Life for me has once again become a place of confining thoughts and tormenting psychological states. Where were you, motherfuckers? I swear to God. Nothing seems to be going right at all. All my friends are drifting apart from me. My report card came today. Once again, I have not managed a 2.0 and I have royally fucked up, and no matter what I do, I can't be in the miracle worker. I wanted to be Annie Sullivan so bad, you guys. I was like, I know my name, that's it. My whole life is shit. I have no man, and when I try to get one, I get rejected. I worked up all of my courage and asked Mark Foster out on a date, but got rejected again. Now, for those of you who did not attend San Mateo High School in 1990 to 1994, Mark Foster was our student body president, and one day I pretended to be sick, and I was in the infirmary, and I was looking out the window, and Mark Foster was walking around looking at the trees like this, in a sweater by himself. And I was like, that guy looks like he knows what the word existential means. I don't, but I bet he'd teach me. So I had a couple of friends who worked in the main office, and they helped me to program into, much like the sign behind you, like a rolling screen of like school events. Mark Foster, will you go to coffee with me, in front of the whole school? Later I found out he got married and changed his last name to his wife's last name. So I kind of feel like I dodged a bullet right there. I don't know. I still don't know if he knows what existential means. Probably, though. So I am alone. Totally alone. And my self-image is shot. I'd like to share a poem with you now. This is untitled. Torn between one or the other. Utter sadness, complete joy. They do not come sold separately. It is a package deal. Learn quickly this lesson, my children. If someone offers you one on sale because they don't have the other half to offer, you know they are lying and just want your heart. 29th of January. I try to think of good things, but nothing good exists in my life. No man, no license, no car, no peace of mind, no self-esteem, drifting from friends, bad grades, therefore can't be in the fighting with parents all the time, no future plans, freedom is waning. Alone. Nothing. No aspect of my life is good. What next? Somebody's gonna die? Me? I hope not. That's where I believe that there is a God that can read my diary. I hope nobody I know dies. Not a good idea. I need to go away, think, go camping, alone. Wouldn't you like to get away? everybody knows your name, and they're always glad you came. You wanna be where you can see your troubles are far away. You wanna go where everybody knows your name. But where is that? I don't think it exists. Whoever said it's a wonderful life had no clue at all, because I can tell you it is not at all. Excuse me. 5th of February, I wrote a poem. It's called Roman Columns. Being eaten slowly by the 2 marble lions in the square. I laugh as the tears flow from my voice. My breasts ache from lack of touch. My tongue for warmth of the fire. The lions murmur wisdom and magic amid the stars and the diamonds in his eyes. I cannot comprehend the delicacy of the purple violet's strength. Just as I cannot describe my feelings or my loss. Someone once told me the story of a young Chinese girl with blue hair and black eyes. She was searching for truth and security, but found deceit and anxiety, yet she lived happily ever after. For whence one dies, an ending to such misery is a happy ending. So you guys, I finally met a boy. His name was Josh, and he was my first real boyfriend. I was, we met at Great America. Yep. And even better, he worked there, and and he was the amazing Alfredo. And he would guess your age, your weight, or your birthday. He guessed I was 18, and I went along with that. I was 15. November 15th, spoke with Josh for an hour. He's coming home for Thanksgiving. He had gone to UCLA and was like on the rugby team, and I stayed home in San Mateo and pretended we still had a relationship. It is so very hard to be away from him. He may not be as gorgeous as Morrissey. But he's the most wonderful guy in the whole world. He makes me feel special. He makes me feel real. He makes me feel like a woman. I am beautiful when I am with him. 11/27. I am finally 16. I feel older and more sure of what is and what isn't in my life. I feel refreshed and new, like I just stepped out of a 15-year shower. I wrote that. Last night I spoke at length with a man named Miguel, who was an artist. The first thing he asked me was, "Are you a model by any chance?" I laughed, not because I found the comment to be particularly amusing, but because I have been asked that question so many times. I spoke with him about my writing, He told me one day I would be famous. Maybe he's right on both counts. Well, the Sandman is ready and aiming his handful of sand in my direction. 1:13. Quite a while has gone by since I've written in here. Much has changed. Josh and I discussed our feelings and decided that because of the distance, it would be better to be just friends. I want a man. How am I supposed to lose my virginity if there's no one there to have it? Oh, frustration! Can we say depression? Yes, I believe we can say it loud and clear. Depression! Anyway, I'm exhausted. I'm gonna leave you guys now with what is debatably the best or worst poem I've ever written. And I want you to know that this was written during detention at my all-girls Catholic high school for smoking a clove during an all-boys Catholic high school football game. It's called Life is Hell. My life is a living hell. The world slowly crumbles. Demons creep forth from all the tortured souls, and the minds of the good are disfigured to demented and twisted thoughts. People walk around dazed, not dead yet, not alive. Their minds have been stolen by the devil and his fury. My eyes see tortured souls of death rising above me, calling my name, beckoning me to their world. Their bodies crimson with drying blood, oozing forth words of hate and pain, pus oozing from open sores. And then I am gone, and all is lost. Have a good night, you guys.
Hi, everybody. Testing, testing, 1, 2, 3. Testing, testing, 1, 2, 3. Great. Just give it up for Amber.
That's not Lori.
Hey. So,
Wait.
growing up.
Turn around. Turn around. We're gonna get the right slide on. That's not you.
Oh, yeah. So. There we go. That's a little bit more appropriate, right?
It's so good.
There we go. Yeah. Okay, so growing up, I lived in a really small prairie town in Minnesota. And by small, I mean the population was 991. And 990 now that I'm gone. Anyway, given the fact that this Midwestern town was tiny, it didn't really reap much diversity away from the typical white heterosexual farmer types. You see, that was a little bit of a problem for me because I just happened to be a flamboyant homosexual. I know, shocker. So instead of accepting my sexuality right away, I had to play the denial game, especially with my major obsession, Kevin. Now, throughout my 2 years of journaling as a kid, which was mostly just about him, my denial showed up in interesting ways. For example, I would write about Kevin casually and use his name, but whenever I wrote about him in a more romantic way, I would call him somebody. And because somebody was a gender neutral term, that mean I wasn't gay. Great, problem solved. And since I wasn't gay, that meant I should be dating women. Thus begins the first week of 9th grade. I'm a little hot though. Hold on a second. That's better. September 6th. It was my first day of school today. I'm pissed because I didn't get any attention from anybody. It sucked. Okay, I think Lene likes me. I don't know what to do. I think I'm afraid of commitment. Not anymore. If she's really attracted to me, then I gotta talk to her. I don't know if Kevin really likes her. If he does, I think he could do a lot better. I sure hope I don't look like an ass for pictures. That would be gay. Yep, yeah, I went there. September 22nd. She was going out with Jake, but now she's going out with me. I don't know if I even like her. I still can't get over somebody. That person is hot, but nobody else thinks so. Not that I'm pissed off about that. Hee hee. Anyway, I gotta go. I think I got the shits. Anyway, after mandatory hugs between blocks for a week, I realized this heterosexual relationship thing I had with Lene was not my jam. So I did what any responsible teen would do in the situation. I told everyone but Lene that we broke up so she could hear it through the high school grapevine. Whoops! I'm the devil. October 3rd. So yeah, we broke up. Awesome. Thank God, she's bland. Anyway, somebody is still in good touch with me, which is awesome, but Wednesday sucked. First, Mr. Gayness, which was Mr. Peters, gives me 3 more problem sets, and then I failed my quiz, which is very stupid. I hate him. I so love somebody. Anyways, more bad news. I'm probably not gonna get the choir solo. I am pissed. Damn Adam took it from me. That bastard is such a show-off. I'll kill him! Just kidding. Oh yeah, I watched the play, The Mouse That Roared. Let's just say it was kinda gay. But I found out that some people have talent in acting, like me. January 7th. I have the most important news this journal is probably going to get. I'm getting a haircut. A short haircut. I actually can't wait. I had the cutest bangs. Yep. Oh, I went out to the dance. It was pretty fun, except they didn't play 1-2 Step by Sierra. That sucks. Oh, and I know why Kevin gets pissy with me. The longer my hair gets, the pissier he becomes. So yeah, I wonder how somebody will like it. January 10th. Oh my God, I got the haircut. It's really short too. I like it. Nancy thinks I'm handsome. I got so much attention, it was cool. People actually didn't even recognize me. Somebody likes it a lot. I can just tell. Somebody just seems nicer to me. Kevin's B-Day was today. Yeah. February 3rd. Some stuff has been happening. After school, I had to wait for the church lock-in to start at 9 p.m. So Matt and me went to DJ's till 4:30, and then we go to the lock-in, and it wasn't the funnest. We had Bible studies. It's boring, and frankly, I didn't believe a single word the pastor said. I believe in God, but it's a little far-fetched. Yeah, the world is 6,000 years old. Right. See ya! February 20th. Oh my God, some stuff has been happening. So yeah, I went to the Knowledge Bowl. It was way better than school, and we went to Godfather's Pizza. Awesome. Tim was also being a bitch, but that didn't bring me down. Everybody hates him anyway. See ya! You know, some things never change. February 23rd. Hi, I think that I'm almost at the top of the popular chart. Cool. You know what? Just because I'm so-called popular, I'm still gonna be friends with everyone. See ya! Philanthropist here. February 23rd, or excuse me, April 25th. Well, I had a week. Erica totally ditched me for Kevin at the junior high concert. I got pissed at both of them. Kevin tried to hug me, so I pushed him off me. And Erica called me 5 billion times trying to say sorry. So anyways, we had choir competition on Saturday, and Erica said sorry, and now we're friends again. So yeah, I think I'm gonna still be mad at Kevin. He doesn't take anything seriously. April 27th. Hey, so Kevin said sorry, and we're good friends now. Oh my God, I used a Ouija board. It is so creepy. It actually moves by itself, so that's really cool. So by the end of my 9th grade year, my obsession with Kevin deepened, which not only means that the conflict I had with being gay escalated, but my feelings surrounding Kevin did as well. And my use of somebody while talking about Kevin romantically started to deteriorate too. 10th grade journal, September 8th. I'm gonna fight with Kevin because he never texts me, so I told him to go fuck himself. So yeah, last day of the first week of school. September 25th. It's Friday night and crap has happened as usual. I don't know where to start. There's a song called How to Save a Life that I'm obsessed with. Yeah, and Kevin still hasn't talked to me. I want to be his friend again. It's eating away at my soul. I want him to talk with him, laugh with him. I want him to be my friend. God, I really screwed up. Kevin called me a backstabber behind my back to Tiffy. I don't know where to start. My life sucks right now. Kevin, be my friend. Keisha told me about Daniel wanting to see Amanda's boobs. Ew, I hate that kid. October 4th. Oh my God, I am so happy. I texted Kevin asking him if he was ever gonna forgive me, and he texted back and said it was hard not to, if that makes any sense. But I pretty much said sorry to him by text, so yeah. I texted him more that night, and we actually had a nice little texting chat. Then on Wednesday, we actually talked. I was so happy. Thank you, God, finally. October 11th. Erica ended up finding about us making cum balls. Okay, all right, hold on. So cum balls were these crushed Oreo balls that we made with white almond bark on top. Delicious, I still love them. Tiffy and I didn't want her to go, so yeah, we avoided her all day, and then after school we went to Tiffy's Gma's house to make cum balls with Kevin. Then Kevin drank some nasty milk, got sick and left. It was a lot of fun. By the way, I still like somebody. I can't get over that person. October 21st. Me and Tiffy talked on the phone about how Kevin is such a weirdo. He lies, is obsessed with chubs, and doesn't like to have fun. It's weird. Okay, so at this point, my friends and I had developed this conspiracy theory that Kevin was not only gay, but into chubs, which are like chubby men. Because he was constantly making random friendships with these big hairy dudes from other high schools. Yeah, so we'll see where that goes. November 5th. Me and Tiffy think Kevin might be gay. We wrote down reasons, and there was a lot of them, especially the chub fetish. Then that night, I went to my first rock concert, Skillet the Band. I went crowd surfing crazy. Then in the middle of the concert, they talked about God. It was pretty cool. November 28th. I had one crazy day yesterday. We bought wax for our privates. So then we go back to Sharon's and we wax all of our pubic hair off. It hurts so bad. You just put it on, it dries, and damn, it hurt. So yeah, that was my Friday. I hope I have a 4.0 GPA by the end of the trimester. Note to self, never rip off pubes unless you first shave them a bit. Not fun, highly unrecommended. December 1st. Lately, I've been talking to somebody. It sucks. I don't want to like somebody, but it's so hard not to. I know I don't have a chance. By the way, DJ's mom saw a video of me humping a pillow in my skimpy drawers. It was more than a little embarrassing. December 6th. Oh my God, what happened to me this weekend has lifted a huge weight off my shoulders. But first Friday, the choir thing went fine. Kevin and me were being very crude on the bus. But then that night, Tiffy's uncle had a heart attack, so DJ, Elaine, Tiffy, and me babysat the kids that night. Then Saturday happened. That night, DJ and Jake were in Matt's hot tub, and Jake asked me if I was, and I put XXX for gay. And I finally said yes. I'm gay. I'm still gay. So now two people know, and I told them who somebody was, which is ... at the bottom of the page. I thought I was being cryptic, and I just put Kevin at the bottom of the page. Like, nobody's gonna figure that out. Finally, God help, somebody like me. Geez, it's been longer than 3 years since I've liked somebody. December 29th. Hey. I was kind of depressed the other night because I was going through the usual somebody will never like me and I should just forget somebody phase. Then Saturday, I saw Kevin at work and I ignored him, but he approached me. So I kind of had to talk to him. Then he started asking me all these questions, like what stuff I liked, and he told me to come to Sammy's, which was the gas station that I eventually worked at 3:30 p.m. So we go up there, and he has 3 big bags. They're for DJ and Tiffy and me. We each got one. I had a lot in it. It had 2 amps, 5 Big League chews, 3 Snickers, and some candy canes. They were presents for Xmas. I can't believe he did that. So I'm pretty happy with him. January 10th. Well, if this school week isn't gay, I don't know what is. Me. After school, I hung out at Jake's house, and Tim shows up. Then Kevin calls him up and tells him to pick him up so they can go on his house. Tom's like, you want to come? Of course, I said yes. So we pick him up, and then Tom kicks me out of the car. I hate Tom. He's just dumb. They also threw my phone out the window. I'm pissed at both of them now. February 18th. Saturday night, I didn't do anything, but Sunday night got crazy. Elaine, Tiffy, DJ, and I went to Sharon's. We were gonna play the book of questions, but that didn't happen. We got drunk. I, Casey Trujillo, and I signed my name, got drunk. I know, but it's not as big of a deal as I thought it was. It was actually fun. But during it, I called Kevin and told him that I wanted to go to prom with him and that I loved him. OMG. So he calls the next day and we talk on the phone. So I guess I'm friends with him again. But I don't want to be. I've liked him for too long. So yeah, I didn't get a hangover, but everyone else did. Ha ha ha. What should I do about Kevin? February 23rd. Well, I texted him and I gave it a lot of thought, but I said I shouldn't talk to him still, and he said, good. March 8th. God, this week so far has sucked so bad. First of all, now I'm not talking to DJ, and he pretty much doesn't care. Kevin and I are pretty much over. Tiffy pissed me off because of her and Kevin talking, so now she's not talking to me. And Elaine is pretty much with Tiffy, so yeah. The only friend I have is Sharon, and tomorrow is Thursday. My life right now sucks. It just feels like I lost everything. OMG, I'm pretty depressed. Help, help, help. They don't even think how hard I have it. I hate everybody. Everything is just popping into my head right now. Like if everybody knew, what would happen to me? I'm so scared. It's not even my fault. April 9th. We had Friday off because of Easter vacation. So that night I texted Kevin for some dumb reason. And he said, hey, what you up to? Or I said, hey, what do you up to? And he replies, hanging out with my GF. Broken heart drawing. I guess he has something with a girl named Taylor from Ashby. Thanks a lot, God. I guess you just want me to be alone and unhappy because you're succeeding. Why did this have to happen to me? Nobody knows. Nobody. I hate Kevin. So, as time went past, more and more people began to learn that I was gay. And my relationship with Kevin never recovered. And I eventually had to get over him. So now here I am. Oh, and you remember that little conspiracy theory that I had about Kevin and his chub fetish? Well, it turns out I was right. It just so happens that he's now into the bear scene and became one himself. No wonder my skinny ass never had a chance.
Hi, I'm Lori. And I grew up in a small town called Porterville. It's between Fresno and Bakersfield, also known as the armpit of California. And growing up there, I had few choices to fit in. I wasn't athletic enough to be on the track team, not popular enough to be a cheerleader, and you do not want to hear me sing. So I followed the family tradition and became a proud member of the cotton judging team. The cotton judging team is part of FFA, or Future Farmers of America. So consider this. I judged cotton and then was judged on how well I judged cotton. I was like Tom Cruise in Top Gun. I was really good at what I did. But my method scared those in charge. Nobody tells me how to judge cotton. Nobody. The following is from my freshman year of high school. August 15th. So I joined the cotton judging team, and well, I'm going to judge it. I mean, after all, it is the fabric of our lives. My friends think I'm a dork, and maybe I am, but I look at it this way. I'm participating in high school, not just being a spectator. August 21st. Okay, I felt like a complete idiot today. We took a practice test, and I got in an argument over the colors of cotton. The question read something like, what colors of cotton grow in the United States? I knew the obvious answer was white. And then he asked me what I chose, and I told him none of the above. And then he asked me why. And I told him that some of the cotton that grows out on Avenue 280 is kind of a cream color, and that my Uncle Coy grows brown cotton by the 100 acre in Missouri. I think this pissed him off. He told me that he'd like to see me when practice was over. I smiled and sat down. I was on a high and didn't really catch the rest of what happened. Practice ended, and I proceeded to get chewed out for being a smartass. I knew I was right, and I let him say what he wanted, but if there's a question like that on there again, I think I'll make a stink again. September 1st. I have my first actual competition this weekend, and I'm a bit nervous. I have to get my uniform together. I just got my FFA jacket and scarf in the mail yesterday. I really like the jacket. It has the FFA emblem on the back, and on the front it has my name. And we get pins and medals for every team we're on and any conference we attend. It's kind of like the varsity jacket of farming. I've lettered in farming. Wonderful. September 3rd. Okay, we competed regionally today, and it's nothing like I expected. These kids are really serious about cotton, and I'm way out of my league. They come in here and they're like cotton judging machines. I hung out with Travis as he's a sophomore and already knows the ropes. He explained that you don't talk to people from other schools until judging is over. He also told me to put my pre-notes in my inside pocket so that my terms aren't out for everyone to see. He also told me that you do not, under any circumstances, ask questions to another person judging. We all look like dorks. And I think it's totally unfair that guys get to wear pants. I wish I could wear pants. I wonder if them making women wear skirts is suppressing us in the organization. I guess I should be thankful they let me in at all. There was a time when girls weren't even allowed to be in FFA. I wonder what went through their minds when they made this decision. Well, if girls want to farm, then they'll do it in skirts. I think it's an unreasonable request. How would they feel if we made them farm in skirts? Boys suck. On a side note, our team won second place, and that was pretty cool. We got a plaque for the school, and Travis got high individual for Lynn. That boy knows his stuff, apparently. September 6th. We had a recap and got our judges' comments back. I talked too fast. That was said on every judge's sheet, that I talked too fast. Well, I don't think I talked too fast. Okay, maybe if I'm nervous which I was because it was my first set of reasons, Mr. Katana wants me to practice talking slow. So I got home and my mom asked me how my day was, and I told her, it was fine. Thanks for asking. And she yelled at me for being a smartass. September 9th. I got into an argument with a judge last night when I was giving reason for bowls. So how the competition works is that you're given samples of plants, bowls, lint, like all the different things. So, little inside scoop, I don't know. The judge told me he's going to mark me down for not identifying correctly what sample 3 was infested with. I was shocked and asked him if it wasn't the corn earworm, what was it? He said that it was the cotton bollworm. What the fuck? They are the same thing. Same fucking worm. Well, that's when I lost it. I told him that it was the same thing, just a different name. He told me that when it's in cotton, it's referred to as the cotton bollworm, and when it's on corn, it's the corn earworm. I shot back, what if the cotton grew across the street from the corn and the worms crossed the street? Then what would they be called? He told me to calm down. Did I? Nope. I continued that it doesn't matter what you call it, it still ate the fucking sample. Except I didn't say fucking, I didn't think it would be appropriate. I then asked him if we had one of the worms and it was found in the middle of the road between the corn and the cotton, what would it be called? Would a corn earworm by any other name still eat cotton? I walked out and was disqualified from the bowl competition. September 16th. I don't understand why we're practicing 5 days a week. I have a life outside of cotton. I have homework and stuff to do. I don't think they expect us to do anything except eat, breathe, and live cotton. I'm gonna start wearing anything but cotton. I know so much more about cotton than I ever thought I would, and apparently there's a lot more to know. I don't care if the fibers are hollow strands of cellulose or that cotton is related to okra. Who gives a shit? October 3rd. We had another meet yesterday. The only one who didn't place is Tiffany. Let's see if she gets singled out in practice tomorrow. She should. She's just doing this to meet guys. What a bitch. October 10th. Okay, so I'm thinking about quitting this whole cotton judging thing. I can't stand our coach. He picks on me, I swear. He thinks that I don't know what I'm doing, which is true, but he doesn't need to call me on it. As long as I can make people believe that I know what I'm talking about, that's all that matters. And at the last contest, I got above 40 in all my sets of reasons, so what is he worrying about? I think he's just being a hard ass. I don't know if I can take this shit anymore. Thank you.
I've been married a long time ago. Where did you come from? Where did you go? Where did you come from, Cotton Eye Joe?
That sound case? Well, yeah!
Right. So, in high school, I vacillated between being extremely horny and a very active member of the Ukiah First Presbyterian Church, youth group, and Bible study. I was a militant virgin and a compulsive masturbator. December 14th, 1987, sexual frustration. I constantly dwell on this subject. Perhaps God put trials on earth for people, and mine is good-looking, beautiful males. It is the thorn in my side, that which prevents me from furthering my spiritual growth. I need to be gently touched, physically, emotionally, spiritually. I touch others, but Jesus is the only one who touches me. January 13th, 1988. I was reading a book about major religions, and I have found the basic truths of Buddhism to have significance. Number one, all life is suffering, i.e., sexual frustration. Number two, suffering is caused by craving, i.e., wanting, lusting, and not satisfying desires. Number three, deny earthly cravings. Number four, transcend, become Buddha, enlightened one. A Christian can transcend as well. Perhaps I need more meditation, more dedication to other people, more time in prayer, Bible study. No, not perhaps. I do need to do this. I must be a rebel, as was Christ. January 29th, 1988. I have 3 earrings in my right ear. I did this myself last night. But this morning is not beautiful. I am happy with myself until I think about my life. I fantasize about marvelous men who are non-existent in my life, so I masturbate, I hate that word, for sexual fulfillment. But my state of frustration continues. I have so much desire, creativity, imagination, sensuality, sensitivity. But with whom may I share these feelings? February 14th, 1988. Sometimes I wish I were a guy. Guys are kinder than women. Women are highly sensitive and creative individuals, thus causing them to be raging bitches. Women are manipulative, cunning, backstabbing, gossiping snags. Guys are oblivious, susceptible, sexually active, misguided, lost people. But they are sweet. I would be a wonderful guy. So sexy. My body, hairstyle, looks would be uniquely exquisite. I would be a swimmer, a rad guitar player, and an accomplished actor. Tons of girls would lust after me. I would see most of them as utterly foolish, but there would be some friends, females, who would keenly see my value as a human being. March 10th, 1988. I will be 18 soon, a legal adult, punishable by law in the adult courts. So before I reach this turning point, voting being a free kind of adult, I must rape the little ones. No longer so funny these days. Perhaps I will briefly indulge in Todd Gowell, a sophomore, to be completed by a triumphant act with the unbearably gorgeous freshman, Brian. Hello? Are we back? Ooh. Hello, testing? All right, that sounds about right. I'll start the entry again. March 10th, 1988. I will be 18 soon, a legal adult punishable by law in the adult courts. So before I reach this turning point, voting being a free kind of adult, I must rape the little ones. Perhaps I will briefly indulge in Todd Gowell, a sophomore, to be completed by a triumphant act with the unbearably gorgeous freshman, Brian Sawyer. It is so sad these two are underclassmen. Being a senior girl is difficult. There are no desirable men in my class.
Don't change the channel.
Okay, we'll give one more try. Woo! April 11th, 1988. Yesterday, I went to Chris Sawyer's house. Chris Sawyer is my current mate. I went over and brought my guitar and stood there and played for Chris and his very fuckable little freshman brother, Brian. I played my version of The Cure's Boys Don't Cry. I really embarrassed myself, which is terrible. The problem is, Chris is too hung up on coolness to get into my eccentricities. Maybe I should shave my legs. Dressed wonderfully, stopped playing my guitar along with my stereo with no lights on while wearing my underwear. I shouldn't laugh out loud. I shouldn't dance like a freak. I should calm down. I shouldn't sleep in the nude, model for my mirrors, dance with only my garter belt on. I shouldn't press my breasts against the icy glass to see my nipples get hard. I shouldn't swim seductively, skinny dipping when I get the chance. I shouldn't dance with my flowing perio and stay up reading and writing. Yesterday, I took an adventurous walk in the rain through the hills and valleys behind my house. I crossed creeks, hopped fences, and got lost. I finally came to my secret grove as the sun began to set. I took off my shirt and my bra and laid down breasts first in the wet grass. I thought about Dustin Welch and the Indians of ancient days. And I came. I am a very sexual person. May 10th, 1988. Jay Barrington keeps finger banging me in the hot tub. We'll be there with many people talking, then we start teasing each other with our hands and feet. Before too long, he is touching me in the forbidden there. And I indulge, while other people in the tub continue chatting in celibacy. I smile and talk like nothing is happening, but something is definitely happening. I just get such a charge from attractive people. How superficial I am with relationships. June 1st, 1988. Well, a certainly sexually frustrating day. I must be near menstruation. But today was Bible study. How wonderful it is to sing praises to God. I feel my spirit inside of me reaching and connecting with God. It makes me elated with euphoric tears in my eyes. I have such a different view of religion. I'm happy or mad with God, not usually sad and overly emotional. Joy or anger. God, I want sunshine. I want to be beautiful. I feel beautiful. I am beautiful. If only I could stop my chocolate addiction. I satisfy my sexual needs with chocolate. Maybe I should stick a chocolate bar inside my warm, moist vagina. It would melt. Then I would die. Did you know I can fold my tongue? Yes, I can. Then I flick it out like a lizard. I am a reptile. Then why do I have allergies? Wow, I can't wait to graduate. I run naked with anticipation. School is a sweet, slow hell. Wouldn't it be wonderful to be a fish? To live underwater with your entire body engulfed in aquamarine joy? Water is so beautiful. I hate wearing a swimsuit. I am a liberated woman, free. End of summer, 1988. Jay came into my life on June 10th, 1988. He had long, flowing blonde hair, a lean, toned body, a keen interest in nature, a confidence and aura which molded and entwined with my spirit. We were so in sync, on the same wave, beautiful, glowing, yet self-indulgent, drinking wine and smoking cloves. Jay made other relationships and boys seem obsolete. Jay was all. I was so attracted to him. We made love in Berkeley at the Marriott Marina on July 20th, 1988. We were too in tune with each other, out of touch with God. Yet we did make love again and again, uniting our bodies, souls, and minds in a way which is less than best, more wrong than right, yet so incredible, so powerful, and moving. And that, my friends, is how I finally lost my virginity to a visiting Mormon acid dealer. He was out for the summer from Ogden, Utah. And as life would have it, Jay is currently a bellhop at the Bellagio, Las Vegas. And I am still a horny Presbyterian. Thank you.
that is hard to follow, but I will try. My name is Noam Osband. This is me at age 16. I grew up in Brookline, Massachusetts, right outside. Yeah, give it up, Massachusetts. Right outside of Boston, in a very tight-knit Orthodox Jewish community. That would explain the sideburns that are on my ears in that photo. I also have always struggled with limits and boundaries. That would explain the 69 in the school gym. Now, according to Orthodox Jewish tradition, there are 3 sins that it is horeg v'al ya'avor. It is better to die than to transgress. The first is homicide. Teenage Noam wasn't gonna commit that. The second is illicit sexual relations. Teenage Noam really wishes he could have committed that. And the third is idolatry. Now that I could play with. And that explains a letter I received from my dad when I was in summer camp at age 14. That's a photo of my dad. Also an early photo of me. I'm 8 days old and he has just circumcised me with his bare hands. And a knife, but his hands nonetheless. Yes, really. Later it would be buried in the backyard. Not a joke. We had a tree next to the garage. The orla tree, foreskin in Hebrew. But nevertheless, the letter, age 14. Dearest Noam, I have written this to you as a separate letter to help convey the seriousness of its contents and the urgency with which I expect a reply from you. As you know, Mama and I heard about the evening activity during which you made the public statement that you believe in Satan. We expressed to you on the telephone our strong disapproval of that behavior and our disappointment in you. Such statements are wrong to make. They belittle you, and even when said in jest, are completely contrary to Jewish law and your Torah life. Today, Mama received a phone call from someone who told her of an incident in which you asked permission to swim nude, and subsequently, when your bathing suit was missing, walked naked from the boys' waterfront to your bunk. As a consequence, the head of the boys' waterfront was fired. You should know that the person who told this story to Mama is not even a Camp Morashah parent, but apparently the story has circulated widely throughout the New York area where she heard it. I know that camp stories can be exaggerated, and I'm anxious to hear your detailed recounting of the story. However, I must tell you that if this story is true, or even largely true, and there are no unusual circumstances that can be offered to explain it, then Mama and I have decided you should return home with us to Brookline on Sunday following our trip to camp on visiting day. It is quite obvious to me that you do not understand the most basic concepts about behavior or the proper interactions with other people. As a result, we believe that the best course is to limit your involvement with other people and avoid situations like camp where your thoughtless and foolish behavior is repeatedly demonstrated. Noam, you have been blessed with extraordinary gifts. Your intelligence, sense of humor, and curiosity are unusual. A major responsibility that Mama and I have is to help you focus those gifts into a lifelong pattern of behavior that is characterized by compassion, kindness, and sensitivity. Quite obviously, we are failing at that task. Far more important, you are failing as well. The reputation you are rapidly acquiring, widely spread throughout the community, will do you serious harm in the future. I love you very much, and this is a very difficult letter for me to write, but I also know that you are simply not getting it. Not in school, and apparently not in camp as well. I look forward to speaking with you tonight so that we can hear the truth about this story from you and then decide what we should do. Love, Daddy. So that's the actual letter. If you look in the top right corner, you can see the Hebrew letters Bet, Hey, Baruch Hashem, praise be God. We rolled really hard in my family. Now, when I was not talking about the devil, was thinking a lot about women, albeit through the warped perspective of a very religious child who was enamored with capital R romantic poetry. I met Nicole volunteering at a summer camp. I had a huge crush on her, but of course I never told her. Instead, I wrote about her. This is called Ode to Nicole. I want to never to whack off to you. I wish you to always remain pure. A piece of white in my gray and black world. I want you to never to be sullied by me. A weak, pleasure-seeking oaf. You need to be perfect. The world needs heroes, people of your stature, to give men hope in their hour of darkness. That was a lot. Now, these next two poems are about Joanna. Joanna was my high school best friend. We talk on the phone for hours every night, and I was unrequitedly, hopelessly in love with her. Some real Dawson's Creek shit. One time in 9th grade, I went over to where she was, and I was going to borrow her notes to study for finals, and she answered the door, and behind her, studying with her for finals, was Dove Hazelcorn, a good friend of mine, and I was devastated. And all I could do was write about it. This is the second poem I ever wrote in my life. This poem is called Jealousy. That's as subtle as it gets in this poem. Watching you and him laugh, thinking of him dead. The knife he put in my back, driven through his heart. She played, she wasn't playing her hardest. He wants play, now they play together. I wonder what game. Are tongues used? Are her breasts goalposts? Is my trampled heart necessary? Are you having fun? I'm not. This is a bad kind of love. Violent, unsatisfiable passion. Angry passion. I want her love, and I want it now. Eventually, we did date. We dated for 15 months, and then she broke up with me, and I was depressed for a year. This is a good entree to my final Joanna poem. You. I never liked your kisses, so I pretended they were someone else's. You cry too much and complain excessively. Honestly, you're a real drag. However, I still love you. Like crazy. Like mad. That's that poem. So a year after high school, I spent a gap year in Yeshivat Har Etzion. It was a Jewish seminary in the West Bank affiliated with the Israeli military. Now, by the contracts of army-affiliated Israeli seminaries, it was moderate. Yet that's a very odd, yardstick to go by. We spent like 12 hours a day learning Torah and the Talmud, a 6th century document written in Hebrew and Aramaic. But of course, my focus hadn't shifted. We just changed the context of the poems. Here's a small couplet I wrote that year. Tits or Talmud? A choice we all face in life. Indeed, we do. This next poem is called Sex in the Afternoon. Now, it has some words I have to explain. The Beis Midrash is the house of study. That's where you spend 12 hours a day studying holy texts. The Aron is the ark at the front of a synagogue that houses the Torah scrolls. And Shor Bapundak is an Aramaic phrase. Literally, it means an ox in an inn. It comes up in an intricate conversation in the Talmud about how one pays damages if there's an ox in the inn and it goes wild. Really relevant shit. Sex in the afternoon. Sitting in the Beis Midrash, staring at the Aron, thinking of the scrolls, her scrolls, surrounding my member as I gesticulate about the latest piece of Talmud. Shorba Pundak, horror Pundak, as I lick her goodness, the ultimate goodness that was performed on the 6th day of creation when he created man, and on the 7th day it is recommended to fuck in the name of the Lord. Then again, haven't I been doing that every day? No, I had not been doing that every day. I had not done that one day. I was such a repressed virgin, which brings you to my final piece, a song I wrote one cold night in the West Bank called the Pussy Song. Now, that is such a loaded word, and by that I do not mean the or song. Said in the wrong context, like by a former president of ours, it is such a horrible, violent word. However, said in the right context, with love and reverence and awe, that is a wonderful word. And that is the context in which I wrote it and in which I will sing it. Now, I would like to think I have written better songs since. Perhaps you've seen me in Dolores Park on the weekends walking around saying I'll sing about anything for $1. But perhaps I have also never sung a song with the ardent love with which I wrote the Pussy Song and with which I will sing for you now. If you had told 18-year-old Noam in a seminary in the West Bank that one day he would be singing this song for a crowd of people, how happy he would be. Wet and cold, I entered the cavern. I was scared, was my first time. I was scared about shooting early, but judging by the way she screamed, I shot just fine. Back and forth, thrusting, pumping, like a jackhammer on PCP. Yes, we fucked and now it's over. Oh, damn, I love that sweet pussy. Yeah! On the way back out, I witnessed a maiden. She said it'd been a while since she'd been a laden. Tight as I was, out it came again. Now she knows why I'm called the creme de la creme. Oh, pussy's just like Baskin Robbins. 31 flavors, all of them good. Each one of them makes me horny. Just one lick and I pop wood. Oh, many times I've read the Torah. It talks about performing good deeds. I try to live by its values, and that's why they call me the fucking machine. Oh, that's why they call me the fucking machine. Thank you all so much. Thank you all so much.
I'm like a dog in heat, a freak without warning. I have an appetite for sex. Cause me so horny.
Oh wow, we've all experienced a lot together tonight, haven't we? So what's great at all these Mortified shows is at the end of each one we like to go over all the valuable lessons we've learned. What have we learned today? Let's review, shall we? We've learned obviously not to feel bad when twin babies die, right? We learned that being 16 years old is like stepping out of a 15-year shower. We discovered the difference between the cotton earworm and the cotton bollworm. We discovered that cum balls are delicious. We found out that it is not sanitary to put chocolate inside of your vagina. And we learned when you really love someone, it means you will not whack off to them and sully them. But what we learned as we do it every Mortified is that we are freaks, we are fragile, and we survive. Let's please give it up for all the performers who share themselves this evening.
When I was younger, I wish that I knew what I know now. When I was stronger, the can.
All right, there's a few quick announcements we want to make. If you want to hear Mortified boner stories on the way to work, you can. There's a podcast. It is called the Mortified Podcast, so you can find out about that anywhere there's podcasts. If you want a home game to share your weird, twisted past, there's a game called I Can't Believe I Did That. Makes sense. Play at home. Finally, if you want to share your own weird, freaky shit on stage, go to getmortified.com. We're ready for your poetry, your songs, your diaries, all of that stuff. If you want to come to future shows, please tell people. We'll do it here every second Friday. That's at getmortified.com for all tickets. And starting next month, we'll do every second Saturday in Oakland as well. So thank you all so much for supporting the show, especially now. It's scary and it's dangerous, and you guys are keeping the arts alive. So thank you so much. Thank you to Ari and happy anniversary. Thank you to the DNA for having us. You guys are welcome to stay. They have a DJ coming up later, but you guys can stay and have fun. Thank you so much. Have a fantastic evening.
You're the Look what you're doing to me. I'm utterly at your whim. All of my defenses down. Your camera looks through me with its X-ray vision, and all systems run aground. All I can manage to push from my lips is a stream of absurdity. Every word I intended to speak winds up locked in a circuitry. No way to control it. It's totally automatic. Whenever you're around, I'm walking blindfolded, completely automatic. All of my systems are down, 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 down. What is this madness that makes my motor run and my legs too weak to stand? I go from sadness to acceleration like a robot at your command. My hands perspire and shake like a leaf. Up and down goes my temperature. I summon doctors to get some relief, but they tell me there is no cure. They tell me no way to control it. It's totally automatic. Whenever you're around, I'm walking blindfolded, completely automatic. All of my systems are down, 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 down.
Hey, check.
Look what you're doing to me. I'm utterly at your whim. All of my defenses down. Your camera looks through me with its X-ray vision, and all systems run aground. All I can manage to push from my lips is a stream of absurdity. Every word I intended to speak winds up locked in a circuitry. No way to control it.
Check. Hey.
Whenever you're around, I'm walking blindfolded, completely automatic. All of my systems are down, down, down. No way to control it. It's totally automatic. Whenever you're around, I'm walking blindfolded, completely automatic. All of my systems are down, 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 down. No way to control it. It's totally automatic. Whenever you're around, I'm walking blindfolded, completely automatic.
Check.
Make me feel so good inside. You're such a pretty young thing. Where did you come from, baby? And ooh, won't you take me there right away? Won't you, baby? Tenderoni, you've got to be. Spark my need, just sugar fly with me. Don't you know now is the perfect time? We can
Check, check. Hey, hey, hey.
More direct approach.